Fredericton. It's a very beautiful city. We have a ton of trails, a ton of trees. It's a very clean place. And the people here are just incredibly welcoming.
It's been really amazing to come to this community with a lot of young people in kind of a university town as well, and just to have all these recreation facilities that are available. And I think the trail systems here in Fredericton are absolutely unbelievable.
One of the beautiful things about Fredericton is just all the great access to the waterfront. Often on hot days after work, I'll just go right down to the river and have a swim.
There's a ton of opportunity here to just put the canoe on the roof, drive for 20 minutes and put into some pretty world-class waters.
So the Fredericton Bouldering Co-op, it's great. It's a really nice community space. It's really inclusive. They have lots of programming for children. People can bring their dogs there. Everybody's just really stoked to climb, and there's a little cafe there. You can get some food. It's really nice.
What I like about running in Odell Park is it really truly is an old growth forest, and you're right in the middle of the city. There's some main trails that are obvious, but there's a lot of single track trails off into the woods as well. It is very rhythmic and meditative, so I can kind of just get lost in my thoughts without having a lot of people or cars.
Fredericton has an incredible amount of trails for fat biking. A lot of them specifically maintained by one of our local cycling groups who actually grooms them specifically for fat biking. And there's a lot of trails that weave in and out of the woods and up and down and over streams and things, and it's amazing, it's fun.
Winter in Fredericton, we get a ton of snow. I can drive about 5 minutes and I've got 25 kilometers of maintained cross-country ski trails. There's a lot of snowshoeing trails that weave through that network, and that's a really special place to spend a Saturday morning. The fact that it's so close to home also means you can put your skis on after work, go for 45 minutes and be home in time for supper.
The Fredericton Boys Farmers Market is fantastic. I grew up going to the farmers market. I really love the fresh produce. There's tons of really good cheese and local meat producers, and it's just a really nice social event.
My wife and I will actually bike sometimes from our house with the kids in the trailer down to the market on Saturday mornings, and it's incredible to see how many other families are doing the exact same thing on those mornings. There's 2 samosa stalls that are next to each other, and everyone seems to have their favorite that they want to line up for. Then there's a bakery inside. They'll actually give you a little pretzel mouse for free. And so my daughter certainly knows how to ask for a pretzel mouse. We have lots of little craft stalls for people that make their own crafts. So there's lots of different stalls.
We have a beautiful indoor tennis facility that is enjoyed by many, and it's accessible for all people. It means a lot to me because I can practice inside and play inside 2 to 3 times a week. It gives me great stress relief. It's a great form of exercise, so it's something I think a lot of people can enjoy and do, and the facility we have is world class.
Fredericton is actually considered the brewing capital of Atlantic Canada, which I think is a pretty impressive title.
There's some great microbreweries around town, and a lot of them are on the bike trail, so a lot of the bike rides will start or end at one of the breweries.
There's a lot of emphasis on music here. We have a huge music festival every year called the Harvest Music Festival.
It's really fun to see all of the main street, Queen Street. It closes off and there's tons of food trucks. The whole city comes out for it, it feels like, so it's really a fun atmosphere.
We went back to the newly redone art gallery just this past summer for an event, and we're blown away. It's an amazing first-class facility. There's great tours, great guided events, and they also host a lot of events.
Traffic is a relative term when we use it in Fredericton. When I think I hit traffic, I hit like 8 cars in front of me, and traffic in other places I recognize is much, much more than that. Yeah.
The cost for physicians and their families to move to our community is still very good, and there's lots of great places within the city. The accessibility of the airport for all of the city and the community is one of the strengths of Fredericton.
So just down the river from Fredericton, you'll find the small town of Wolastoq, which actually has one of the largest military bases in Canada and also offers a ton of outdoor recreational opportunities as well as some world-class indoor amenities.
It's great for young families. There's lots of us here just because there's so many opportunities and so many ways to find what you like to do and go after it. And you'll find a group of people here that definitely like the same things, which is really nice.